Today I am back in Citrus County, Florida. We're at McRae's of Homosassa, absolutely a hallmark, a staple of the community here. Fishing with my good friend Captain Brian Sawyer, who's dragging me out here on a windy, negative low tide, super cold. We're all bundled up.
Mike, you picked the day, so this one's on you, brother. We got a pretty hard northeast, a little overcast, but you know what? We have the negative tide, so that's just gonna push the water a little bit further out. It's gonna sit those fish in the depressions and trap them just a little bit more, so it might work to our advantage.
I like it. I like it.
Wanna get out there, throw some artificial, maybe throw a little bit of shrimp, see what they're eating, and hopefully catch a few fish.
I don't think it gets any better than this. Can't wait to see what the good Lord gives us.
Let's do it, brother.
Let's do it. You know, this is one of those games you want to be with somebody like Brian Sawyer. You want to be with somebody who really, really knows the water because there's a million potholes back there, a million depressions. And if you don't know kind of through trial and error, you know, which holes are holding fish, you know, you could be in for a really, really long day. Now, if you know where they're at, or you just get lucky and you find the right pothole, it could be like shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, it can be just as good a fishing as you'll find anywhere, but knowing where you're going is the key. I don't think I could get the 26 Contender Bay in here.
No, I don't think that'd work out for you.
I think we're
You might not even get that through that channel back there.
We're in the right boat. What's the plan here?
So basically, Mike, what we did is we ran across this, there's a flat right here, you know, about 4 inches deep, maybe even shallower at spots. I hit a couple rocks on the way in, but it just kind of tapers down. There's a little depression here from this mangrove line to about that little bay there. And these fish will just kind of sit in this depression on these negative low tides because they really can't get out on the flat yet.
You can kind of see where that water comes around the corner there,
That's
making
right.
that cut, that little depression right there.
Most of these fish are going to sit on this bank right here on this drop. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, you know, either work some artificial or throw some shrimp right there on the bank, see where they're sitting.
Okay.
Once you get a bite, you should be able to keep throwing to that same spot. Let's do it, brother.
I'm excited.
Now, Mike, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to give you the big shrimp.
Okay. All right.
I don't like sharing those, but I'll give you one of those.
And what are we doing here? You just tail hooking them, or you gonna wiggle them off?
If you got a special way you do it, it really doesn't matter. The fish aren't picky.
You show me how you like to do it. I'm willing to learn.
I'd double it. So what? You can come through here
And double
and
it
then
back.
go right back
Okay.
through. That's going to give you a little double hold there.
Double chunker.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
All
okay.
right.
See, that's the strategy.
That's it.
You asked me what rod to use. I gave you the one with the bad leader, so I could catch the first
That
fish.
fish was sitting there the whole time, and it took him that long.
Well, I don't blame him. It's cold.
It is cool.
How blue that tail is, man.
Got him?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
That tail is blue, baby. First fish of the morning.
All right. It's a giant. You want to go? Huh?
I need a photo.
Yeah.
Make a mount out of it. Hey, that's all
They only
right.
get bigger from here.
You know what? I'm not that guy. They don't all have to be super big. The fact that we're catching fish on a January morning in Homosassa, I'm okay with that. Little guy, little guy.
It'll work.
Little guy, you gotta get some slime on you.
That's right.
Atta boy.
Live to fight another day. All right, you got one up on me.
One nothing. You want me to tie the leader for you? You want to do it yourself?
No, I think I should probably tie these, Mike.
You go ahead. I've tried throughout the years to find a time of the year that I don't like to be in Citrus County, but I just can't do it. You know, even here in the wintertime when it can get a little chilly, we're dealing with some chilly temps today, but we've got this negative low tide and it pushes all these fish into these pockets, these little depressions all over the backcountry. And if you can find the right potholes and the right depressions that are loaded with fish, you can have just an amazing day. So, you know, there's just so many things to do. We were going to try to do some duck hunting as well. The ducks didn't really cooperate real well this year. We've had some mild temps to the north, and it didn't push a bunch of ducks down to the coast. Some of the inland duck hunting was doing pretty good, but I was looking forward to ducks and redfish, and maybe it'll all work out and we'll just end up with redfish. What is the water temp? The old finger temp?
Yeah,
you got the old finger temp
about
going?
60.
Nice.
That's my transducer right there.
The old finger transducer?
There's a few ways you can check that water temp.
It's not very often that I'm super comfortable stepping out of my Contender 26 bay boat. It's such a great platform to fish out of. But when you're going to do something like we're doing today, you know, you need what they call a mud boat. And these motors on these mud boats are absolutely incredible. You know, there's a lot of rock and limestone bottom in Citrus County, and you got to have the right setup. And you got to have the right guy. You got to know where you're going. There's areas that you know, are better and worse than others. So it's a unique opportunity for me. Again, you know, normally I'm used to this big, beautiful bay boat that I'm in, and you know, getting into an 18-foot mud boat, you know, tiller handle. It's just such a different world for me. But doing what we're doing today, this is definitely the boat to be in. We would be high and dry in the 26 Contender, no doubt about it. What you got, dog?
I think I got a little sheepy too. We'll see. Feels sheepish, but barely picked it up. Maybe a little better sheephead.
Yeah, it is, actually. Growed up on you a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, it did. It's a good sheepy.
Get him on this side of the boat.
They fight good.
They do.
Yeah,
they really do.
It's
a
fun
different
fish.
fight. No,
Yeah.
that's not a bad one at all.
No,
Look
that's
at
a good sheepy. No doubt about it. Light tackle, backcountry, gotta love that.
Male or female? Yeah.
That side's gonna be tough, but I would think it's probably a female.
All right, buddy. Go get you a set of braces.
Oh boy. Well, if the redfish and the trout want to be tough to catch, that's fine.
Yep. He didn't even want to eat it though, man. He barely even.
The one I caught, I wasn't sure what it was. I wasn't even sure I got bit. Other than, you know, maybe another pinfish or something. We had a pretty strong cold front come through. They don't like this cold weather either. You know, air temps were in the upper 40s, low 50s. So it was a chilly day, and it's been kind of cold here in Citrus County. And what happens when that water temp really drops, you know, the fish get real lethargic. Their metabolism slows down. They don't need to eat a lot. You know, most of the time, if there's enough fish in a hole, it becomes kind of a battle of the fittest. You know, they're opportunistic because they don't know the next time they're going to see a shrimp or a crab or, you know, a food source that they'll want to eat. So you can normally get them to chew, but on a day like today, that bite can be so subtle. And that's really what we were dealing with, you know, that you could feel them pick it up and put it down and pick it up and put it down. It was just a different kind of bite. You know, normally redfish, shrimp on the bottom, they find it, they put their nose on it and really, really pound it. Today wasn't like that. That bite was subtle, so you had to be on your game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Barely picked it up, Mike. Barely picked it up. They're not one to eat real well today.
I get it.
I'll take them.
Yeah. Good
On a tough
looking.
day, I'll take anything.
Good looking fish. Like a little male.
We'll transfer him real quick.
Oh boy. That's a cool fish. There's nothing wrong with the morning of catching big
No,
sheepies.
absolutely not.
Especially on light tackle.
Yeah, they're real fun on this tackle you brought today, Mike. Try another one in the
Might as
little
well.
sheep head hole. Are they nibbling you off every time?
Yeah, I'm getting some bites, yep. This Real Animals Tip of the Week, I want to talk to you about my good friends at Vicious Fishing Line, fluorocarbon and braid. On the braided side, they make a no-fade braid, they make a blue, which is my favorite, very long casting, very durable, very sensitive braided line. The other side of it, the fluorocarbon side, is where, in my opinion, a lot of the magic happens with this company. Their fluorocarbon is better than any fluorocarbon I've used anywhere at any time. Very pliable, great for tying knots, very abrasion resistant. I know a lot of people say all fluorocarbon's the same. I totally disagree. If you try some Vicious fluorocarbon, I think just like me, you'll be blown away. Go to getvicious.com, find out for yourself all the reasons that I'm a Vicious Fishing Line guy. You won't be disappointed. Check them out. Uh-oh. I heard it. I heard it. Attaboy.
Very slow bite, but
Yeah, it's
they're
tough.
in here. They're just picking and choosing when they pick it up.
Yep. I don't blame them. It's cold.
Another little fella, but
You know, with them shrimp too, the shrimp tend to come off that hook pretty easy sometimes. So if they got to
They
get
do.
it just right.
nah, little buddy.
So I noticed no live well on the duck boats here, the mud boats.
No, Mike, I don't really use a live well this time of year. I'll take these shrimp and just put them in a heavy, thick bag and put them on top of the ice.
Okay.
Make sure no fresh water gets in there because that will kill them.
Right.
But they go into like a dormant state. When
Okay.
you pull them out, they'll look dead because you can see him, he's kicking and moving. Once they heat up in that sun a little bit, see,
Oh yeah.
he'll come out and
That's
he's good to
crazy.
go. Yes, sir.
Couple hours in the bag and it don't
That's
matter.
it. Almost all day, they'll still be alive.
Huh?
Put him on the hook.
Backcountry tricks, right?
That's right.
That's cool. Uh-oh.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, buddy. Attaboy. Let me get out of your way.
Barely picked it up too. That's a good fish.
Attaboy. All right.
I'm gonna let you get him.
I got him.
He's
I got him.
I think he had one with him, Mike.
Might have.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, that's a good one. You're on your game today. Nice. Mud boating, baby.
This boy's got some shoulders.
It's the only way we could get here. Oh yeah.
Look at that thing.
Pretty fish.
Holy cow.
That's a tank, dude. I see.
Careful with him, he's barely hooked.
Yeah, he is. Their energy level is through the roof in this cold water. And he's slimy. Get in here.
There you go. Ooh,
Nice fish.
that's a nice fish right
That's
there.
a really nice redfish.
I'm almost surprised he's in here, Mike.
Oh, dude.
That fish is 29 inches long.
That's a good fish.
You got a
really
spot on
good.
that side? You coming around?
Yeah.
That big old thumb of yours, it's hard to see.
Little spot on one side. I thought there was two on the other. Yeah, two
Yep.
on the other.
All
Three
right,
spotter. That a boy.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Nice job.
Yes, sir.
And again, light bite.
I eased into the hook set because I didn't even know it was a fish.
You know what's interesting about that too is the bite is subtle, but the fight is big. I mean, there's a lot of energy in that fight.
You stick all the way to the tail.
Love it. Yeah, good fish, healthy fish. Eating them crustaceans, got that blue tail going.
Yes, sir.
Pretty. Come on. Attaboy. Woo! Released to be caught again.
Nice, brother.
Attaboy, nice
Heck
job,
yeah.
bud. Putting on a clinic, kid.
Wow. Just trying to be like Mike.
You got to set that bar a little higher.
Yeah, all right.
A little higher, buddy. You know, if you're willing to put in the time, I think we've proven here today that you can get bit and you can catch some good fish.
Absolutely.
Today's Real Animals tackle box, Captain Brian Sawyer and I are using what is basically my favorite inshore setup. It's the 7.2 Bull Bay Signature Series rod. This is the 6 to 15 pound, so it's medium fast action. Penn, Battle DX 3000, great reel, great drag system. My favorite braided line, which is Vicious. This is the blue braid in 10 pound. We've got a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader here, which is also Vicious. Brian was fishing with a jig head, but what I like to do instead of a jig head, just because you get this circle hook advantage, is I like to take a little 1/4 ounce egg sinker and put it just above the hook, kind of like a knocker rig on your circle hook here, and use that like you would use a jig head. And it gives you the benefit of using that circle hook and getting about 97% of your fish right in the corner of the mouth. A lot of times people will use jig heads with cut bait because you get long casts, it pulls the bait down in the water column and sits it on the bottom. The drawback to that is the J hook. And the J hook, a lot more times than a circle hook, will end up getting lodged deeper in the throat of the fish. Therefore, you're doing more damage when you're releasing the fish. We know we're fishing catch and release today, so the circle hook is definitely the way to go. And this is an option for you. Worked really good for me today. This is what I used all day. Brian used a jig head, and he was also paying attention to his rig. We didn't have any fish that were, you know, what we call gut hook today. But again, a great option. Get you a 1/4 ounce egg sinker with that 1/0, 2/0 circle hook on there. Perfect setup. Get the same results. Just a great way to go. This is all the gear that Brian and I used today to catch all those fish. Get yourself rigged up, get out on the water, catch you some fish.
There we go. This seems pretty good.
Yeah, pulling good.
Get this line in so we don't get crossed up here. Hey, you putting a little surface.
Yeah, that one's fighting good.
All right. Heck yeah, Mike.
Very patient.
Very patient.
Very patient.
Very patient.
They're really making us work today. Yeah, it's a nice fish.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Making us work today.
Which side we going on? Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's a good red.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Bring him on this starboard side here, and I'll snatch him up for you.
Nice red dog. Lots of energy when that water temp's down like
Yes,
this,
sir.
boy. That will fight up a storm. Come on. Come to me. We're just gonna take your picture and let you go. That's a nice red dog there, boy.
Real
That's
nice one.
crazy too, because with all the shorts
that.
that we've caught out of that hole, the sheephead, and then boom, big dog in there too.
Nice one.
Yeah, nice
Real
fish.
nice fish.
Atta boy.
All right, Mike.
Very cool. Attaboy. Nice job, Captain. Nice work, Captain.
Yes, sir. Nice work on your part.
Well, I'll tell you what, patience is not my virtue, and it's a good thing you're better at it than I am, because I'd have pulled out of here a long time ago.
Oh, well.
We had to work for that one, and now we got rain coming, so whew, what a morning.
We'll wrap it up and head back to the dock and get these boats on the trailer, maybe grab some lunch.
Good idea. Great
All right,
job,
brother.
Captain.
Yes,
Great
sir.
job.
Thanks for coming.
You bet. I can't thank Captain Brian Sawyer enough. You know, just an absolutely incredible experience. This is my first time getting to spend a whole day with Brian on the water, and his passion for it is really awesome. You know, just a really, really cool experience. Again, we had to grind a little bit. We had to work a little bit. You know, it wasn't you know, bang, 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 bang. You had to be patient, and Brian was really good at that. Most really good charter captains have patience, and you could see it in Brian today. I'm grateful for this type of adventure. You know, one of the beautiful things about, you know, being on the water with friends and family and things like that is making memories. And anytime you can get in the backcountry on a negative low tide like this and catch a pile of fish, that's making memories, and it doesn't get any better than that.
This is different too. We've never done this.
Snapdragons.
You like
Best way to get your day started.
Snapdragons, baby.